आज ही डाउटनेट ऐप डाउनलोड करें। डाउटनेट पर होगा अब आपके सभी मैथ्स, केमिस्ट्री, फिजिक्स और बायोलॉजी डाउट्स का सफाया। बस अपने क्वेश्चन की फोटो खींचो, उसे क्रॉप करो और तुरंत वीडियो सोल्यूशन पाओ। डाउनलोड नाउ।
Hi, let's start the question. The question says that find the domain of definition of the function fx given by fx is equals to 1 upon log base 10 1 minus x plus under root x plus 2. So let's start the solution. Here the function is given as fx is equal to 1 upon log base 10 1 minus x plus under root x plus 2. So clearly we can see that this is a combination of two functions. So for finding the domain of this function, we have to find the domain of each individual function, and then we have to take intersection of these domains of these two functions. So let's find the domain of each function separately. So for finding domain of under root x plus 2, it is algebraic function, and we know that algebraic function exists for all real numbers. So the domain of this function will be all real numbers, which satisfies the condition that value of x plus 2 should be greater than or equal to 0, because it is a square root function, and the square root function exists only for positive values. So when we'll solve, we get here that value of x should be greater than or equal to minus 2. Now let's find the domain of 1 upon log base 10 1 minus x. So from here, if we try, since we know that logarithmic function exists only for all positive real numbers, so its domain will be all positive real numbers, which satisfies the condition that 1 minus x should be 1 minus x should not be equal to 0, because since this is in the denominator. So wait, sorry, log base 10 1 minus x should not be equal to 0, since this is on the denominator, and we know that in a rational function denominator should not be equal to 0 because it makes the function not defined. So by using the conversion formula, that if log is written like this, then we can convert log function to exponential function as x can be written as a power y. So using this, we can write this function as 1 minus x should not be equal to 10 to the power 0. So from here, we can get minus x should not be equal to 1 minus x should not be equal to 1, and x, when we will solve this, we will get here minus x should not be equal to 1 minus 1 becomes 0. So value of x should not be equal to 0, because at x is equals to 0, this become log 1, and value of log 1 is 0. Second condition is that logarithmic function exists only for positive real values. It exists for only for positive real values, so it should be equal to so the domain of this function will be all real numbers, which satisfies the condition that 1 minus x should be greater than 0, as logarithmic function does not exist for negative values. So it will become minus x will be minus 1. So from here we can get if you multiply minus with both sides, it will become x should be less than minus should be less than 1. Sorry, let me write it clear. It will be less than 1. So from here we get all the possible domain for both the functions. Let's represent this function on the number line. For the Let's put all the points 0, 1 and -2. So for the first function, we have seen that the value of x should be greater than -2. So it will be like this. And for logarithmic function, we have seen that the value of x should be less than, it should be less than 1. So when we will find the intersection, we can see that it is between -2 to 1 except 0. We cannot take 0. So the domain of the function will be -2 to 1, where we cannot take value 1, but we can take value 2 except 0. I hope this helps you to get the solution of this question. Thank you.
क्लास 6 से 12 से लेके नीट IIT जेई मेंस और एडवांस के लेवल तक 10 मिलियन से ज़्यादा स्टूडेंट्स का भरोसा। आज ही डाउनलोड करें डाउटनेट ऐप या व्हाट्सएप कीजिए अपने डाउट्स 8400 400 400 पर।